Hey guys, so just did some pre-hurricane prep. I don't know how bad we're going to get it here. Looks like it's going to pass to the north. Here in Sarasota, looks like I'm sure we'll get a lot of rain. But of course, you know, these things can change, and we may end up getting some serious effects here come tomorrow night. But anyway, I had a really good idea for a video because I wanted to share this with you. I'm just doing this real quick in my car because I heard somebody talk about, you know, inventory being so low, and that's why these properties are getting multiple offers, and you know, the price of these houses just isn't going down, you know, to factor in the rising interest rates. So I guess the premise of this whole thing that I keep hearing is inventory is never going to go up, and as long as inventory stays low, home prices are going to stay high, which I agree with. I think as long as we have low inventory, we're going to see high home prices no matter what the rate's doing. But now I was thinking about this, and I did a little bit of calculations here, and I want to share this. Now, I was never really good at math, believe me. In school, I think I drove my parents crazy, you know, because I never really did good at math. But hear me out. There's about 100 million homes in the United States, okay? 1 in 5 of those homes is owned by an investor. So that would mean 20 million homes roughly are owned by investors. If just 2.5% of those investors sell, that would double the amount of inventory that we have, which would set home prices on a steep trajectory south. Okay, now why do I think this is going to happen? Why do I think this investor sell-off is going to take place? Well, I'll tell you why. Because we're seeing a big time vacancy rate issue, and I can see it here in Sarasota. In Siesta Key, where my office is, when I'm there every day, I see a lot less people. Now, there's a lot of normally it's slow this time of year anyway, but there's a evident situation of a high vacancy rate going on here, and that involves mainly the short-term rental market. But the long-term rental market too is experiencing a decline because of affordability. So we got vacancy rates up, we got rental rates down, and we got operating expenses higher because a lot of these investors bought these properties at the height of the market. The insurance costs have skyrocketed, and just different expenses overall. I mean, you got your taxes have gone up tremendously in some cases. When you buy a home as an investment property, you can't get a homestead exemption. A homestead exemption means your property taxes can only go up a maximum of 3% per year, and it's capped at that amount. But when it's an investment property, you know, you can buy the house off of somebody who's had it homesteaded for 50 years, you know, and they're paying nothing in property taxes. And as soon as that property changes hands, you're going to get stuck with a huge tax bill. But anyway, that's kind of going off subject. The main premise of this video is to say that I think we're going to have a surge of inventory from sellers of investment properties. I think that's going to happen. Now, I think that's going to set prices in a lot of these locales in Sarasota on a steep downward trajectory, like I said. But I do think in the luxury market, when I say luxury market, I mean, say $2 million for a single family on the Barrier Islands and $1 million for a condo on the Barrier Islands. And I say that because a lot of those properties, or most of those properties, are bought by people who are paying cash. So it doesn't really matter. They just want a house here and they're willing to pay it. But for most people who are budget conscious, especially if you're getting a loan, it definitely is going to have an effect when inventory goes up. So anyway, I hope you guys got some value out of this video, and I hope you guys have an awesome day and stay safe. We got a hurricane coming. God bless.